What up, Detroit? It's Rob Parker, and coming up on Shop Talk, you know the shop is already hyped, talking about the Ray Rice video. People have seen it, people have reacted. Also, whether or not NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, should he keep his gig after the way he handled this situation? Plus, we have a sneaker challenge, yes, I'm in it, and you want to see it. Shop Talk starts right now. Some people think the best place to talk about sports is on the radio. No way, no how. It's in the barbershop. I should know. I'm a sports analyst. Detroit is a 5-point favorite. Devin, save your money, I know. And I own a barbershop in Detroit. And the cats in the barbershop, they think they know everything about sports.
Get ready for Rob Parker's Shop Talk. Real sports, real talk.
This is Shop Talk.
Welcome into Shop Talk on this Saturday. I'm Rob Parker. Let's kick it off with Getting Rob, where you get my take on the 3 hottest sports stories of the week. We start with the NFL and Roger Goodell. The league now has an independent investigator coming in to sort this whole mess out. And you know what? It just tells you some owners don't believe in Roger Goodell for them to even go this route. Roger Goodell should not, N-O-T, be the commissioner after all these bungled situations that has given the league a black eye. Here we go again in the NBA. Another owner under fire for racist remarks, this time the Atlanta Hawks, with a racist email stereotyping black people, even going on to say that black people scare the white fans from coming to the games. Just an unbelievable thing. The owner has said that he will sell his interest in the team, but still, it just makes you shake your head that here are guys making money off of black people, but yet still living with stereotypes and calling black people names and doing kind of stuff behind their back. It's kind of sad, and you know what? The league needs to clean this up. Michigan, after its embarrassing loss to Notre Dame, tries to pick up the pieces at home at the Big House against Miami of Ohio. And Brady Hoke, if they don't blow out Miami of Ohio, who's lost a gazillion games in a row, Michigan will really be in trouble. That game is at 3:30 today, and people are saying it's the first time in a long time that they might not have 100,000 people for a Michigan game. And finally, the Detroit Tigers continue their 3-game series against the Cleveland Indians. Tonight's game is at 7:08 at Comerica Park. Tigers again trying to get back in the first place and secure a playoff spot. The next 2.5 weeks will be unbelievable because you have so many teams so close. Tigers had a chance against Kansas City, but only took 2 of 3, and so they weren't able to move in the first place in that series.
Now it's time for the big debate. It's sponsored by Bob Maxey, the only Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealer in downtown Detroit. To reach him, call 313-392-9200 or visit them on the web at bobmaxeyford.com.
This past week, after TMZ released a video of Ray Rice beating his wife in the elevator, the NFL and the Ravens both acted. The Ravens cut him, and the NFL suspended him indefinitely. D-Jack, I'm going to start with you. Did they finally get it right? Does the punishment fit the crime for Ray Rice?
The punishment fits the crime. I think maybe suspending him indefinitely was the right thing. The only issue that I do kind of have with it is the double jeopardy. How you going to give me 2 games, then once you find out something later, you already punished me and convicted me of this crime, then you're going to go back. You can't do that, can you? Now, had they made him suspended indefinitely at first?
Is this the court of law or is this the NFL? Separate rules, and sometimes I think people get crossed up. You're thinking about the court of law. That stuff will double jeopardy. No such thing when you talk about professional sports and working for an employer. There's no such thing. They can take action once they find out new information or stuff they did not know. Cal?
Yeah, I think they got it right, in terms of, the indefinite suspension. But I hate to say it, I kind of agree with one of your close friends, Stephen A., when, sometimes I think women can do things to provoke certain situations.
Well, you also have to admit, and we got to be very careful when you talk about that, there are a lot of situations where women aren't provoked in a situation and still wind up getting battered. And it's a problem in this country. EP, NFL get it right, too harsh, where are you?
I mean, Rob, I have to say the NFL, they made the obvious
necessary decision they had to make to suspend Ray Rice. But as far as getting it right goes, I'll say they didn't get it right because they could have got it right the first time by suspending him at the beginning of the season. Instead of waiting, they wait until the second tape gets released. Okay, now they feel like they have to because of the public backlash. They could have did it from the start, and that's what they should have did. So I'll say ultimately they really didn't get it right.
Mo, where are you?
I feel like they got it right for the fans, for the peoples, for all the women, for the women activist groups. They did it for them, for like the NFL. The women
How
who
about
like the
just
NFL,
doing it for being right, though? I mean, and what I'm saying, Mo, is you got to admit, and I know people don't want to acknowledge it, but when you see something for yourself compared to hearsay, it makes a big difference. And there's no way that those 25,000 people cheered Ray Rice at training camp would have cheered him had they seen that video.
I agree with that. The video, just because you've seen it firsthand, that made it bad. But actually, man, I know people I kind of don't feel bad for it because you're still married to dude. You get what I'm saying? I don't feel sorry.
You're in to blame the victim.
No,
yeah.
I'm not.
He's still the man who delivered the blow.
Let me be clear. I never hit a woman. I don't condone it, but I don't feel sorry for women who go back and be with him. They got married. So it's hard for me to feel sorry for you. If she would have left him, I would have felt bad.
Real quick, I want to go. Will Ray Rice play again?
Yes. He's one of the stars of the league. He's still one of the best backs in the league.
Last year, well, the CFL will also uphold the suspension. They won't allow that to happen. Will he play again?
I think he will play in the league again eventually, but he'll never have the same career he once had.
Dante Starworth and Leonard Little and them drinking and driving killed people, man. They still played. Their situation is awful. I hate she got knocked out and all that kind of stuff, but they kill people, man, and they still let them make their money. So yes, he should play.
I understand that, but I'm going to say to you, and I totally get it, and I'm not saying that people don't deserve second chances, but in this case, when you have video and you intentionally, you might say, I don't think, you could say Leonard Little intentionally got in that car to try to kill somebody.
He intentionally
and
got
that's
in the
the
car
difference. Yeah, but sometimes people get in a car thinking that they're okay and they can drive. That's the only difference.
So
we're going to leave it there. This is going to be interesting.
Knock her out?
I think Ray Rice meant to physically hurt her, and that's what he did, and it cost him.
Check out the Shop Talk Rundown. Here's what's coming up. More Shop Talk is on the way. Stick and stay, Detroit.
You want flavor? Come to City Wings, 2896 West Grand Boulevard. Call ahead or order online, 313-871-2489, or go to citywingsinc.com. Thomas McGee's is your downtown Detroit football headquarters. Located on Fisher Service Drive in Eastern Market, they have ESPN Game Plan showing all college games. Stop in before and after every Lions home game. And Thomas McGee has an NFL ticket. Come through and enjoy.
If you need work done on your car, truck, or van, take them to the pros at Expert Car Care. They offer free inspections and guarantee the lowest prices in town. Expert Car Care has 2 locations, 7 Mile between Myers and Wyoming and 8 Mile between Mound and Van Dyke. For the best alterations in town, go to Sam's Alterations on Southfield Road in Lathrop Village, 248-552-9950. Sam also has a great selection of men's suits. Sam's the man.
If you're looking for good food, go to Beans and Cornbread, the heart and soul of Southern cooking. 29508 Northwestern Highway, Southfield, 248-208-1680.
Do you or anyone you know have less than perfect credit? Has less than perfect credit prevented you from getting the auto or home loan you're looking for? If so, contact United Credit, a national leader in credit restoration and education. Having less than perfect credit can cost you thousands in additional interest and fees, and even higher auto insurance rates. With over 10 years' experience, they have earned an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and have achieved results for thousands of satisfied clients. Let them help you restore your score and get the credit you deserve. Call them today at 877-274-7654.
Now it's time for Homeboy Highlights.
This week's homeboy is none other than Detroit Lions receiver Calvin Johnson. Calvin Johnson wasn't even on the field for 3 minutes before he scored his first touchdown of the 2014 NFL season. He was wide open with a 10-yard separation between him and the defender. Matthew Stafford hit him with a second touchdown just 7 minutes later. Megatron finished the game with 7 catches for 164 yards and 2 touchdowns in the 35-14 win over the Giants. Calvin Johnson, you are this week's homeboy. The other fallout from the Ray Rice case is now the heat being put on NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. There are calls for Roger Goodell to resign or be fired for his handling of the case, in that he didn't see the video that allegedly was reported to be sent to the NFL office by AP, or he did see it and still didn't deliver a strong penalty to Ray Rice. EP, I'm going to start with you. Should Roger Goodell continue as NFL commissioner, and can he govern with the credibility issue he has?
I say he has no shot of any credibility. I think he's done. I mean, he blew it on this. He blew it terribly from the start. This happening now, TMZ releasing the video, Ray Rice just blew it to a whole nother level, and it's just a disaster for him now. And I think there's no way he can continue, because this will always be something that people will talk about, and he'll never be able to outlive it.
That's only if the PR people and the people who handle this stuff keep doing their job with the plausible deniability. If they can still make it seem like he didn't know and he didn't see the original video, because reports are coming out now saying that he's seen the whole tape back in April. Now, if that's the case, he's out of here. There ain't no question, no ifs, ands, or buts.
And what about players? Players are tweeting, they're ripping on him, saying, hey, we're held to a high standard. How come the commissioner's not held to a high standard?
That's true. If Ray Rice is indefinite, the commissioner should be indefinite. It should go both ways.
But that's only if he knew, though, Kevin.
That's true.
If he really didn't know, and he just seen it 2 days ago when we did,
I agree. My only issue with that as an argument is, A, really he didn't believe that there was another tape that he could have got his hands on, and B, if you didn't get the tape, you didn't do your job. You didn't do your due diligence. How could you render a decision without seeing that tape? And that would be my point on why the commissioner didn't do his job.
I don't think he's going anywhere. The owners like him. It's not really about, it's about the players, but at the end of the day, it's about the people who own them teams. So I don't think he's going anywhere. How can he really prove that he didn't know, that he didn't see it, or he did?
But you can't say the NFL in its image. You don't think it's been dragged through the mud, it's been beat up bad by this?
It has, and regardless of the fact is if he really did see it or not. First of all, we all know he had to have seen it, or somebody close to him had seen it, for them to know what happened. They knew what Ray Rice did, regardless of what it actually looked like.
To be perfectly honest with y'all, man, the fact that Ray Rice is suspended indefinitely, the fact that he's gone, I think overall that's going to be enough, because people still going to watch football on Sundays.
Yeah, but it's not about that. It's about this guy's in charge of a $9 billion business. Right. That looks very bad, no matter what. This is a black eye for the NFL.
And usually somebody takes the fall.
Exactly.
Somebody's the scapegoat, regardless of
no. Somebody in the NFL office as well, because they've been under fire since the whole decision came down. And let's not forget, he mishandled the situation in Miami when incognito. He mishandled the Bounty Gate in New Orleans. Spygate in New England, where they destroyed the tapes. When you start looking around, he's had a bumpy ride when it comes to handling these things, right?
Now, if you add all that stuff together, Rob, that's something different.
I'm just saying,
you have to add all that.
Bounty Gate, he didn't even have the evidence. He was putting guys out for a year and then had to change the suspension.
He's only been around for how long now?
8 years. He's had a lot of missteps, and that's what I'm saying.
He's had like 2 good years out of 8 probably. So.
Well, you need more than that when you're making $44 million. This will be big to see where the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, if he stays or if he goes.
More Shop Talk is on the way. Stick and stay, Detroit. For the best sports coverage on the web, go to theshadowleague.com. Coverage with a cultural perspective. Check it out.
Thomas McGee's is your downtown Detroit football headquarters. Located on Fisher Service Drive in Eastern Market, they have ESPN Game Plan showing all college games. Stop in before and after every Lions home game. And Thomas McGee has an NFL ticket. Come through and enjoy.
If you need work done on your car, truck, or van, take them to the pros at Expert Car Care. They offer free inspections and guarantee the lowest prices in town. Expert Car Care has 2 locations, 7 Mile between Myers and Wyoming and 8 Mile between Mound and Van Dyke.
The best haircuts in Detroit are at Sporty Cut.
Home of the $10 all-even haircut. Hey, Teak, don't take too much off. Come on!
7 Mile between Outer Drive and Myers, Sporty Cut.
For the best alterations in town, go to Sam's Alterations on Southfield Road in Lathrop Village, 248-552-9950. Sam also has a great selection of men's suits. Sam's the man.
Do you or anyone you know have less than perfect credit? Has less than perfect credit prevented you from getting the auto or home loan you're looking for? If so, contact United Credit, a national leader in credit restoration and education. Having less than perfect credit can cost you thousands in additional interest and fees, and even higher auto insurance rates. With over 10 years' experience, they have earned an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and have achieved results for thousands of satisfied clients. Let them help you restore your score and get the credit you deserve. Call them today at 877-274-7654.
Now it's time for Trash Talking Twitter.
At Bill Show 313 says, so if the commish can drop the hammer on all offenders without seeing all the evidence, is he telling all the truth?
If you want to trash anyone or anything in sports, hit us up on our Twitter. Time to change gears. Here's Hip Hop News.
Hey, it's your Uncle Bill with the Hip Hop News. Rock Nation Sports adds another high-profile athlete to its roster. That's right, Detroit Lions defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh is the latest signee to Jay-Z's sports agency. Suh revealed the news on his Twitter and Instagram accounts by writing, "New season, new partnership. Hashtag Suh Squad times hashtag Rock Nation Sports." Rock Nation posted to the company's official website, Rock Nation Sports welcomes NFL defensive tackle and 3-time All-Pro Ndamukong Suh to the roster. In other news, earlier in the week, prosecutors have dropped an assault charge against Justin Bieber in connection with an incident involving a Toronto limousine driver. The withdrawn charge stemmed from an early morning incident last late December when Biebs and 5 other people were picked up by a limousine from a Toronto nightclub. Police alleged that Biebs, 20 years old at the time, hit the limo driver several times in the back of the head. Prosecutors said the assault charge was withdrawn because there was no reasonable prospect of conviction. Bieber is due in an Ontario court September 29th to fight new charges of dangerous driving and an assault with a photographer. Stay tuned. And finally, Denzel Washington revealed his favorite rappers during a recent Reddit Ask Me Anything session. Eminem, yes, and I like Nas, and Jay-Z, he replied. Going beyond this, Washington revealed the reason for his appreciation for M and Nas. Eminem and Nas are real wordsmiths, he wrote. So yes, I'm definitely an Eminem fan. Alright, that's the news. I'm your Uncle Bill. I'm out.
It's Shop Talk's Cut of the Week.
I'm Reef, represents 40 Cuts, West 7 Mile. We got Britt here. I'm showing off this week a light mohawk, light taper on the side, few lines, freestyle lines on the side with a little celebrity black on it for y'all. That's how we do West 7 Mile, Outer Drive. Ladies, men, kids, grandfathers, we do it all. Come see me, 522 Reef.
More Shop Talk is on the way. Stick and stay, Detroit.
If you're looking for good food, go to Beans and Cornbread, the heart and soul of Southern cooking. 29508 Northwestern Highway, Southfield, 248-208-1680.
For the best alterations in town, go to Sam's Alterations on Southfield Road in Lathrop Village, 248-552-9950. Sam also has a great selection of men's suits. Sam's the man.
Thomas McGee's is your downtown Detroit football headquarters. Located on Fisher Service Drive in Eastern Market, they have ESPN Game Plan showing all college games. Stop in before and after every Lions home game. And Thomas McGee has an NFL ticket. Come through and enjoy. You want flavor? Come to City Wings, 2896 West Grand Boulevard. Call ahead or order online, 313-871-2489, or go to citywingsinc.com.
Now it's time for At the Movies with Greg.
We've also spent time in Detroit, so
yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, I know, it was great. I went to Motown and everything like that. You go into Motown, you go down to their little studio, and they have you dancing and everything like that, and they punk you.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. Love to see that video.
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
I'm sure they've got it there. Yeah, yeah.
And also, love seeing in this movie.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Greg.
It was great, just the way it pulls you in, because there's so many stories, and like usual, you're sitting there in the audience thinking you know from the beginning what's going on, and then all of a sudden a little curve is thrown in there, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, no,
I like this.
Edge of your seat curveballs in this picture. I say it's 5 years in the making. Someone told me it was 9 years in the making. It's been a long time talking about it and working on it. So to present it to the world now is just a joy, and to come back into this arena of espionage.
Right.
I think there's been enough space and time between my days as James Bond and now to, as I say, step back onto the stage with a character like November Man.
It was a lot of fun, and Detroit, go out and see it, and we'll get you back in to sing more at the Motown Museum.
Thanks a million. I'll be there.
All right. Hey, we got a new group.
He's probably the best friend I've ever had.
All your friends try to kill you?
Eventually.
Here's the Instagram shop of the day.
Check out 20 and Out Barbershop on 30850 Shana Road in Warren. Give them a call, 586-222-1314.
If you want your shop featured, hit us up on our Instagram account, Shoptalk TV.
All right, now it's time for a segment we call No Way, No How, where we look at the Lions and preview their upcoming game on Sunday. D-Jack this week is going to preview it with me. They play the Carolina Panthers down in Charlotte after the Lions did win in impressive fashion the opener against the Giants. What about this week? Can the Lions contain Cam Newton?
I think they can contain Cam Newton because of the injury. He's not going to be 100%, but I still think them having a chance to win that game is not likely because Carolina, if you remember, they led the NFL in sacks last year. They have a great defensive line. Our right tackle is injured, so I really don't see them having a chance in this game. And also, it's on the road. So
there you go. And I was going to say, that's the one you can't get loose. Until the Lions start winning some games consistently on the road, no road game is a layup. So every road game, you always got to be questionable. And also, Cam Newton, yes, he is back. He's not 100%. But the Lions have also had a lot of problems with mobile quarterbacks, guys who can move around. And we already know the secondary is an issue. All right, what will be the toughest things for the Lions to have to deal with this coming Sunday?
Two things: Cam Newton, scrambling ability, and then the Lions secondary versus the big 6'5" rookie out of Florida State, who last week had 7 catches, 97 yards, and 1 touchdown. It's going to be hard for 5'11" Darius Slay and Mathis to match up with him.
And when you talk about the Lions, okay, we saw the offense. We know they can score points. That's not the issue. Defensively, I still have to see more. The Giants offensively were inept.
Eli stinks.
Right, and Eli, and I don't know, I didn't even know the 2 tight ends he was throwing to. And Victor Cruz is not the same guy. Obviously, he's on the downside.
Right.
So I need to see them play against a team on the road with the crowd against them. You know, it's Charlotte's home opener or the Carolina Panthers.
Fans are going to be going crazy.
Yeah, so this is a big game. If they can go on the road and win this game and then go play Green Bay next, they can build something. This is the one that I think people want to know. All right, time for a final score and prediction. And I want to hear in the barbershop, too, if people agree with you or disagree. What you got?
When I really consider everything, man, I got Panthers 27, Lions 17. I just think
with it? No? Yay?
I think that Panthers defensive line is just going to be a little bit too much for our Lions offense.
If they don't like your pick, they won't like mine. I got 30-17 Panthers. The Lions will be 1-1 after week 2. That's our Lions preview on No Way, No How. The Lions are winning in Charlotte. How's that? Now it's time for a segment we call What You Sportin'.
What You Sportin' is sponsored by Bob's Classic Kicks on Woodward in Detroit.
Let's welcome in JB from the East Side. What's up, JB?
What's up, Rob? You
all
all
right? Doing all right? All right, what you sporting today?
Today I'm rocking the infrared 6s. Jordans, you only bring these out for a special occasion.
Those are pretty sweet. All right. Not as sweet as these, though. These are the Adidas Top 10, the Motherland edition. You see that red, black, and green? They don't get sweeter than that. Put yours up here. Hey, don't step on my shoe now. What's up with that? Come on. Now, yours are nice. I'll admit that. But these are unique, special. Look at that, the little patent leather red on that, the suede green. JB, yours are sweet, but mine are sweeter. Take your foot down. I am the winner. All right, that's our show for this week. Enjoy the fight tonight, Mayweather and Maidana. It's a rematch. You already know who's going to win.
If you want to advertise on Shop Talk, call us at 586-431-0804.